The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad
God.
in it. God is good all the time. And all the time,
I know that's
God
right.
is good. Pastor Haynes, we happy to have you this morning. Senior pastor, Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, the Wild, Wild West. Pastor
Yes,
Haynes,
sir.
I know you got a good word this morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley. I hope and pray that you're having the blessed of days. Listen, Rickey, I want to share with you this idea that really blessed me. I read this. The quote says, the door to every next level is through the parts of ourselves that we avoid. I'm going to do it one more time. The door to every next level. We're all trying to get to the next level, to get that promotion. But here it is. The door to that next level is through the parts of ourselves that we avoid. If you're not careful, you will spend so much of your life avoiding those dark places, those areas in our lives that we'd rather not deal with. But please understand, you cannot fix what you will not. And so if you want to get to the next level, you have to face it so you can fix it and then move by faith in the direction that God is taking you. So whatever else you do, please understand that every now and then we have to do the uncomfortable, hard work of truth-telling, watch this, to ourselves, about ourselves, so that we then can be prepared for what's next in our lives. And so that's my word for everyone who is tuned in, listening today. Please, whatever else you do, during your time of prayer and meditation, please make sure you take some time to lay bare your soul on the examination table of honesty and truth. And that's when you'll discover that Jesus is on it. When Jesus said, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Listen, the door to your next level is when you face those parts of yourselves that you oftentimes have not been willing to face.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 minutes after that, all y'all front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. The front page is brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card. Earn unlimited 2X miles on every purchase. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Tennessee lawmakers on Tuesday passed a bill that would allow the state's teachers to carry concealed handguns at school. As protesters yelled their opposition from the gallery, Tennessee State Senator Paul Bailey clarified the bill, saying this.
There's been a lot of misinformation about this legislation. This bill does not require any teacher in this state to carry a gun while working.
Now, Tennessee has seen heated debate over gun laws since last year's shooting at a Nashville school that left 3 children and 3 adult staffers dead. Advocates believe the bill will make schools safer, while opponents believe it could put students and faculty in danger. In other news, optometry researchers estimate that about half of the global population will need corrective lenses by 2050. Nearsightedness is up from 23% in 2000. Now, 2 recent studies provide strong support for the idea that the uptick in vision issues is that people are spending more time on those tablets and having objects really close to their eyes. Lastly, a new survey conducted by YouGov shared Americans' feelings about tipping. 51% of the people surveyed said that they would not leave a tip if they received bad service. 3/4 of those surveyed said that they are annoyed and frustrated with credit card machines and tablets asking them for tips so often. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's going on, Maria? Well, the Miami Heat said, listen, I know we don't have our best player, Jimmy Butler, but we good. They made a playoff record 23 three-pointers last night to help them win Game 2 and even the series 1-1 with the Boston Celtics. Rick, was you watching this game? It was raining threes all night long, man. Shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder taking a 2-0 lead over the New Orleans Pelicans. Of course, they playing without Zion Williamson, who is hurt with a strained hamstring. The NFL draft kicks off tonight. USC's quarterback Caleb Williams expected to go number 1. We got LSU, Jaden Daniels, the quarterback, Washington, Michael Penix Jr. Those are all 3 black quarterbacks expected to be chosen as the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft. 2 of those will probably be in the top 3 picks. So it's going to be exciting to see that right there. And Rick, you said this, but let me go ahead and make it official. The 2005 Heisman Trophy winner, Reggie Bush, gets his trophy back. 14 years
I've been advocating for years.
Yes, sir. 14 years after he forfeited the trophy in wake of the NCAA sanctions, which allegedly included Reggie receiving improper benefits during his college football career at USC.
They all receive money.
Come on,
all
man.
of them for
Now,
years.
yeah, so now with all this NIL and everything that's going on, they say, you know what? You good. Here's your trophy back. You earned it. Reggie Bush is one of the best college football players of all time. I agree. So he will again be invited to all future Heisman Trophy ceremonies, man. So
I wouldn't even go over there for a while. I'll have a whole attitude. I ain't going over there until the same amount of years add up that y'all kept me away from the house. Hell.
So you ain't even going to show up even though
if you can't respect my presence, I'm going to bless you with my absence. Just give me my trophy. I'll keep it at my house.
Come on, dog. That's a good point. We're going to see if he does that. It is what it is. We'll talk about this more later on in the show. We got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour, y'all. Listen, y'all, the rooms are selling fast for my birthday beach blowout in Hollywood, Florida. So make sure y'all call your friends and log on to RickySmileyBBB.com to reserve your room today. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Blackish star Jennifer Lewis was unmasked on last night's Masked Singer. She was Group B's Miss Cleopatra. She performed Free Your Mind by En Vogue, and before that, Stormy Weather by Etta James. Now, the only judge who guessed who Lewis was Ken Jeong. So he's good at guessing people. Did y'all check out the Masked Singer last night? Anybody?
I missed it because I usually watch it.
Yeah, because it's a good show.
Yeah, and I loved Jennifer Lewis. She was actually the voice of one of the characters at the new Disney, the Tiana ride.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she's doing so many amazing things. I love her energy. She's awesome.
That's awesome. I love when she be singing them crazy songs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all, moving on. will.i.am visited Drink Champs, where he recalled wanting to bring Michael Jackson to his show with Prince. He said Michael Jackson called Prince a meanie. Check out what happened.
I brought Mike to go see me rock with Prince in Vegas. He's like, I heard you guys have a show tonight. I'm like, yeah, we got a show going on 10. Oh, rats, I'm gonna be sick. I gotta put the kids to sleep.
Oh, rats.
I'm like,
he said, oh, rats?
I swear to you. I'm like, I'll be rocking with Prince like around 12:30. Oh, I can't go to that. I'm like, why? Prince is a meanie.
A meanie.
Yeah, they had a little beef with each other. It's so
I didn't
funny.
know that.
Yeah, they had a little beef with each other because they was kind of like the two top singers, you know what I'm saying? And they was competing with each other, kind of like, the little rap beefs and stuff. But they didn't go below the belt or nothing. But yeah, they wasn't really feeling each other like that. Ain't that crazy?
Imagine being on top like that. Anybody else that's on top, I would love to collaborate. I love when Michael Jackson came on stage with James Brown.
Yes.
And when I see artists go up on stage with other artists and bless them, and just make some amazing, magical stuff happen on stage, man. That is so huge for the fans.
I know. And can you imagine Prince and Michael Jackson on the same stage?
Oh, man, that would have blessed us.
Yes, I think a few things were supposed to happen like that, but between the two of them, somebody was like, nah. So crazy.
That's cute.
Yeah, that would have been real cute. It would have been a hit song still, and I'm sure that we would still play today. Yep. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC. You know who we repping today, Rock T?
We gonna get somebody. I didn't even know issue. We'll figure it out.
The time now is 27 minutes.
I think Special K got news you cannot use coming up next. Bring it attack.
Oh, okay. Is that what you got, Special K? You got the news?
That is what I got. I got a little news you can't use.
Okay, well, Special K got the news you cannot use. All right. Okay. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Y'all turn this damn song off, this long ass outro. It ain't nobody rapping no more.
Okay.
Instead of playing this instrumental, we could be doing Special K.
Man, bruh.
You better respect Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
I mean, we
but
do,
damn,
but damn.
we need the words.
But
You
Missy,
know what
What they playing that little ukulele?
But Missy dance, man. This is when Missy be going off with her dance solos, man.
But we on the radio.
But who playing that little ukulele? They like the bass player in Rickey Show. They won't get off the stage. He coming out with that little damn ukulele.
Liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is about that time. Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. All right, what up, K?
Yeah, man, this is not going to make people happy right here, man. All across the Southeast, bad news for not proprietors, but for patrons of the Pigfoot Palace Emporium that has been just a staple in the Southeast for the last 12 years or so. Bad news, man. Bad news. They sent out a statement this morning. I just got it hot off the presses. It says, I just pulled this off and just printed it out, man, because they wanted me to deliver the news. It says, to all our beloved and grossly overweight patrons of the Pigfoot Palace, we here at Pigfoot Palace corporate offices, along with our founders, Loretta Devine, Countess Vaughn, Gabby Sidibe, and comedian, talk show host Lonnie Love, regretfully have to announce that as of May 5th, 2024, we will be shutting down all our locations. Oh, man. Due to several legal actions against us, the Mississippi location has been closed since March 2023 after an incident where several obese members of a church choir started a huge fight after a promotion where they had $1.99 all-you-can-eat fried Pigfoot nuggets. And an innocent bystander was paralyzed after being hit in the neck with a full pot of honey-glazed Pigfoot tenders. Now, the South Florida location, which is outside of Kissimmee, Florida, was also sued after a Sweet 16 party got out of hand and teenagers started throwing cheese-dipped Pigfoot sliders at each other, and a customer was hit in the eye and permanently blinded by the piping hot cheese, which they say sealed his eyes shut like Gorilla Glue. Not to be confused with Glorilla, who was a rapper out of Memphis.
Go get your boy, man.
There's also panic and dismay at the Jackson, Mississippi home office of the Pigfoot Palace, where they had expansion plans for an additional 11 locations across the Southeast. They were underway. Then they ran into distribution problems that arose with online deliveries. Now, if you're still using DoorDash or other delivery options, they say you can still get the following pig feet delivered for the rest of this month. You can get barbecue nuggets. You can get the Parmesan garlic pig feet. The ranch dipped. They have a surplus of those. The Italian seasoned pig feet. You can also get pineapple frosted flake pig feet. That's from the gourmet collection. You can also get lemon meringue pig feet desserts. You can also get the key lime whipped cream pig feet. Now, the newest investors, David and Tamala Mann, have pulled their entire investment out. TV One News host Roland Martin has agreed to purchase a remaining 45 dozen dry braised teriyaki pig feet, which was always his favorite. Comedian Faison Love did reach out and purchase 100 pounds of onion batter crusted pig knuckles. And they're going to be donating the remaining inventory to feed needy families in Africa, Central America, and Haiti. So if there is a bright spot, those people in Africa, Central America, and Haiti will be receiving 100 pounds of onion batter crusted pig knuckles. And we want to thank comedian Faison Love for that benevolent gesture. And so y'all make a note of that and just govern yourself accordingly. And hopefully, at some point they'll be able to pull it.
Came up with all these different kind of pig feet of the Pig Feet Palace.
Yeah, so not good news on a Thursday morning, but it's definitely it needed to be out there. So so just govern yourself accordingly.
Man.
And follow me at Special K913 on Instagram if you want more information on further news within the Pigfoot Nation.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the tea. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, don't miss Gary's Tea Party at my birthday beach blowout August the 9th through the 11th. And this year, We have moved it to Hollywood Beach, Florida. You need to get your friends together and book your room now. Make sure you go to RickySmileyBBB.com. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. They're saying in an alternative universe, Tamar Braxton, y'all, might be a peach holder. Well, Tamar is speaking out, baby. She says that all money ain't good money, y'all. Now, recently, y'all, the 4-time Grammy-nominated artist, she dished on the ins and outs, y'all, of her world with well-known producer, Mr. Carlos King, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, that they also touched on pop culture news during their chat, and Tamar Braxton shared, y'all, that she's a little concerned, honey, about the future of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, she said, quote, her words about the Bravo reality series may not be shocking, as many have expressed apprehension, honey, surrounding the franchise and its main cast shakeup. Now, as previously reported, y'all, Real Housewives of Atlanta is undergoing, some major reconstruction ahead of season 16. Now, reportedly, y'all, the only ladies that currently confirmed for the next season, y'all, are Kenya Moore and Miss Portia Williams. But they're saying, however, Bravo producers seemingly, y'all, they tried to get Tamar, y'all, to join the series, honey, an offer she ultimately, y'all, turned down, honey. The one singer was asked why she walked away from the potential peach holding opportunity, and Tamar took a brief pause, and this is what she said, baby. I've had conversations, but the truth is there's just no way I'm going to sit for makeup, get a wig on, honey, and get my makeup all beat, honey, to argue with a bunch of witches for nothing. And that's not the word she used. She said, I cannot do it. Isn't that something? But, Rick, I know we always say all money ain't good money. I don't know. Honey, I don't know. I might just give the girl a look, honey. I'll curse you out. How much y'all paying me again? Okay, you getting cursed out, baby.
But then you're dealing with the backlash of people judging you. At the end of the day, when you get through counting your money, you're still a human being. You have feelings. You do care about what people think and care about how you feel doing stuff like that. I don't know if that's good for your mental health. Yeah, you got the money, but your mental health, though.
Yeah, that's true, too. So, but then I guess if they paid me enough to go to a therapist, then I could, take half of the therapy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I turned down a whole lot of money because they wanted me in a situation where people would have direct access and have to walk past 1,200 people to get to the whatever I had to do, and then walk past all in your head all week, the hurled insults, and that's why I don't do Grand Marshal at parades anymore. Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Well, that's interesting. It's interesting, but like they say, pimp people, everybody's different. So congratulations.
Imagine sitting up there, you getting paid, and then everybody's liquored up, and you having a conversation, and then people start saying something about your sister who's deceased and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Because when they start drinking, they start saying all kind of stuff, and then your emotions and stuff on national television, and then the memes that come out and the people judging you. It ain't worth it. Just sing and enjoy your career and pick and choose, how you want to make your money. It ain't good money.
That's true. And that's what she said. So, all right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Country star, y'all. Mr. Jimmy Allen, y'all. Oh, my God, this is sad. Jimmy Allen, he contemplated suicide, y'all, after being sued, honey, for sexual assault by his former manager, y'all. Now, they said Jimmy Allen considered, y'all, taking his life after his former manager accused him, y'all, of sexually assaulting her in a lawsuit. Now, they're saying after the claims were filed back in May of 2023, Jimmy Allen confessed, honey, to having a sexual relationship with the woman for nearly 2 years. However, he insisted, y'all, that he never assaulted her and that their interaction were definitely consensual, y'all, and she dropped the lawsuit, last month. But they're saying the 38-year-old country star is now detailing the aftermath. So he went down there with Kathy Lee Gifford, and he shared everything on YouTube. But this is what he said, too, which kind of bothered him. He said, she was my day-to-day manager, honey. She was the with me everywhere I went. He said, we'll hook up, then we'll stop. And then we'll stop, and she'll get all mad and upset. So to make her feel better, he said, we'll start hooking up again. He said, I should have seen that she was into me. For me, he said, even though it was just physical, I think, honey, for her, it was getting emotional. You bastard. Jimmy Allen, the country music. Now,
married.
Married man, his wife
there.
was just damn it having another baby. She was on her third baby. And, honey, but that's why I tell you, I don't care what y'all say, I don't trust no damn body. Manager or not, you hanging out. Oh, me and Keisha, we hanging out, but you and Keisha up in the damn bed. No, ma'am.
Talking about it was consensual. Did your wife consent?
Thank you.
You really in your feelings.
I sure damn am in my
feelings.
feelings.
Up in the bed like she got 3 mattresses. up in the bed.
Well, something, honey. I mean, so, honey, it's just a mess. Honey, poor Alexis Gale, honey, I feel so sorry for her. She was pregnant with their third child, honey.
You sound like she's your best friend. Like, you really upset.
Yeah, because even though
she took him back, too.
Yeah, she took him back. She's crazy, but she was of European descent, too. She was of non-black, so, she went ahead and took him back, though, honey. But never that next probably was sleeping with, too. But now, honey, here Beyonce trying to do country music now. I don't know. That's just too much going on.
Wait a minute. What that got to do with Beyonce?
I don't know. It's too much.
She catches straight.
But anyway, honey, we just gonna keep our parties lifted up in prayer, y'all, honey. Poor thing, honey. Bless her soul. But anyway.
All that passion.
Yes, honey. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is herringbone. On the high end, you say herringbone, and on the low end, you say beautiful cream. That's your color for today.
All right, that's beautiful. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, party people, I got your wake-up calls. Call me now. The phone lines are wide open. Get at me, 8669-RICKY, 8669-RICKEY. Call me now, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, I got your wake-up call. Get at me, 8669-RICKY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because they woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. Come on, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know what you calling for? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
My name is Sharonda. I'm calling from Houston. I want to wake up all my family back in Valley, Alabama. Wake up, wake up, wake up, guys. Hi, good morning. I would like to wake up. This is Shantella Brown, Hammond, Louisiana. My sister in Florida, Yolanda. My niece in Orlando, Florida. My niece in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's a new day.
My name is Thea Wilson. I'm calling from Tallahassee, Florida. I'm here to wake up my husband, Darryl Wilson, from Bartow, Florida. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up. If you listening on your radio. It's a whole gang of cities tuned in. Locked in. What's yours? Because we gon' let them know. Huntsville, wake up. Chattanooga, wake up. And Shreveport, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Where you at, Jackson? Wake up. Savannah, wake up. And Charleston, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad. Listen, man, big shout out to Kiss 1031, Columbia, South Carolina. Listen, so coming up, a woman from Houston let her niece borrow some furniture, and now she cannot get it back. I got the details of what happened. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, so each week we read a question from the Rickey Smiley Morning Show DMs on Instagram, and this morning we got a message from a woman in Houston. What happened, Maria?
Her name is Tanya from H-Town, and she says, I have a situation, and my best friend is telling me I'm being petty as hell, but for me, it's the principle. So I moved out of an apartment about 4 months ago while I was waiting on my new home to be finished. When I moved from my apartment, I took a sofa and love seat and allowed my 25-year-old niece and her boyfriend to use it in their new apartment, with the understanding that once my house was done, I was going to get it back. So now my home is ready, and I want to put my furniture in there next week. But it's a problem because it's been over 3 months, and they haven't gotten money together to buy their own sofa and love seat. So I'm ready to move. My niece has an attitude with me because I told her I need my furniture, and she said, well, if we give it back to you right now, we're not going to have nowhere to sit. And I said, that's not my problem. Y'all should have came up with the money by now. I need my sofa back because I'm ready to move next week. And by the way, I'm 44 and she's 25. Really trying me. So what do y'all think?
Entitlement.
Yeah. Give her her couch back.
Well, to me, it's not just entitlement. You don't even do nothing stupid like that. I'm not about to let you keep my furniture in your house until, honey, my house is ready. No, ma'am, put your furniture in storage until your house is ready and you don't have these problems.
But is it your main furniture or is it
I don't care.
furniture?
Thank you. It does
I
not
wouldn't
matter.
give a damn if it wasn't but a teacup. It's hers.
It's mine, right?
And she
so
told
no.
him up front, like, listen,
Right.
you can borrow this, but when my house is done, I'm getting my furniture back.
Because it might have been a way for her to save a little money by not putting it in storage, saying, okay, I'm going to let y'all use it, but I ain't got to pay for
But
storage.
look at all the problems she got now.
But she didn't think she was going to have this problem. It's her couch.
You know how people are. You know people do that and stuff like that. Ain't nowhere in hell I'm going to let somebody keep my furniture till my house ready.
But just
No,
being
ma'am.
devil's advocate, is it worth falling out with your niece?
Yes, it's
you
worth
gonna
it.
give me my couch.
You're damn right. So, and you know what? That's another thing, too. That's like how people, this is just me, how people, when you move, and people put their furniture in storage until their house ready. Hell, when you go back to, you don't want it no more. You want something
buy
else.
some new furniture. You got a new house.
Yeah, so
that's
I
my
know.
thing. I don't want your butt and you laying down and you sweaty or whatever you doing on my couch, and then I'm gonna take that and move into a new house. I probably wouldn't have let her borrow it in the first place.
Here's my issue with it.
Take it to Stanley Steamer.
She lived with, but here's my issue. She lived with a dude. And you mean to tell me you live with a dude that can't come up with enough money to buy a damn sofa and love seat?
We can go to Goodwill and get a couch now.
Thank you. Come on now.
That's true.
You had 3 months to do it.
My question is, what you doing for 3 months that you can't come up with $600 to go to Ashley Furniture and get you a damn couch?
A couch ain't even got to be $600. That's a decent one. You can go to Goodwill. You can
go to Facebook Marketplace and buy a couch.
Yes.
And they got all these DIYs where you can take old furniture and remix it.
You go to IKEA and put you a couch together.
Yeah,
you can go to a place and get you the plastic kind that you blow up.
Exactly. Those are good.
Throw you a blanket over. Nobody.
They got the beds.
Okay.
They got the blow up beds.
They sure do. They do got blow up couches.
Yeah.
But the nerve of her to say we ain't gonna have nowhere to sit.
You had nowhere to sit.
Y'all got a floor.
Sit your ass on the.
That's them chilling.
Sound like
y'all a pallet.
Entitled people. I just hate entitlement. Is just the new disrespect now. Everything is based on entitlement and whatever. And then you try. First of all, you done went through a lot of stuff to get the couch over there, and then now you got to get the couch from over there to the new place. All that kind of stuff. The couch time. The couch don't want to go. What up, Jock?
I'm good, man. You don't know this. I do wake the whole city up, man. And of course, you hit me up on the gram at JAH Lion. So,
hey, appreciate that, y'all. Lion. JAH Lion Sound. Chicken and waffle mix going down. Happy Thursday, everybody. Black Tony, where you at, man? Man, I got folks hit me up on Facebook, man. Because people started complaining. We started getting complaints.
Don't talk so loud. Don't talk so loud, son.
What's going on?
Don't talk so loud. I'm at the hospital right now.
You not coming to work?
I don't know, sir. I'm going through a lot of disgrace, a lot of disgrace and disgrace right now,
bruh. Are you taking a sick day? Are you taking a personal day?
I'm not sick, Shawty. I'm not the one in the hospital. Obviously, I'm not the one in the hospital, Shawty, because I'm talking to you. My friend, one of my good friends is over here. And we don't know what's going to happen right now.
What's going on?
We had a situation yesterday. It had started raining. My friend, my homeboy, he asked me, he said, Shawty, you ever stood in the rain and held your head back and drunk the rain? I said, what? He said, you ever stood in the rain and held your head back and drunk the rain? He said, it'd be real good. And so we were standing out there in the rain, and I said, no, I ain't never did that. So I tilt my head back, he tilted his head back, and we opened our mouth up and let the rain fall out, and we were drinking the rain.
Yeah.
And then, but he got asthma, and one of them raindrops, I guess his mouth got too full of rain, and he swallowed wrong, and he started choking. He started choking on. He had a mouthful of rain, and he was choking.
Why y'all grown ass out there standing in the rain like y'all making a Michael Jackson Dirty Diana video?
Cause I thought it was just interesting when he said, "You ever drunk rain?" I said, "Shawty, you know what? I ain't never thought about that. Rain is water." And so he said, "Well, let's drink some rain." And he said, "You gotta hold your head back real far. Hold your head straight back. Open up your mouth real wide."
So y'all just outside, two grown ass men standing out there in the rain with y'all head back. Were y'all in the yard or was y'all out in the middle of the street? Like
we was on the sidewalk by the street by the
with y'all with your clothes on.
Yeah, we had our clothes on. You think we weird or something? We ain't finna be standing out there naked. We got there.
So how did it taste to you, Black Tony?
It tastes like water with a little. It tastes like water. It tastes like water, but you gotta see what the thing is. You can't just swallow every drop. You gotta let it build up and then swallow. And that way,
you'll really taste it.
You ain't never did that, Raw T?
No, dog.
So
you ain't never stood out in the rain and held your head back, open up your mouth real wide and drank the rain.
No, bro, nobody doing that because I'm scared of lightning. So
it kind of tastes like that diet lemonade at Chick-fil-A.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, don't miss Gary's Tea Party at my birthday beach blowout August the 9th through the 11th. And this year we have moved it to Hollywood Beach, Florida. So you need to get your friends together and book your room right now. Make sure you go to RickySmileyBBB.com. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hey. And here's what's happening. Yes, and here's what's happening, Ricky, in celebrity news, y'all. Officials with the Mississippi Department of Corrections, y'all, MDOC, said that, y'all, they have developed creative ways to reduce idleness, y'all, while also changing attitudes and heightening inmates, y'all, productivity level for rehabilitation, y'all. Now, they're saying among them is an increased focus on sports, including basketball, y'all, boxing, flag football, y'all, and softball, which everybody's excited about it. Now they're saying, y'all, that the Mississippi Athletic Commission Chairman, Randy Phillips, y'all, has assisted with boxing training, y'all, and has also ensured, y'all, that MDOC safety equipment meets the standards. Because they say during boxing events, y'all, medical staff and ringside trainers, y'all, attend, as well as official judges, referees, and timekeepers, y'all, that facilitate the match, y'all. But guess what everybody's talking about? The boxing ring, y'all, was donated by Jay-Z, y'all. They're saying that Marcy Croft, y'all, Jay-Z's attorney, facilitated the donation and has attended to see boxers enjoying their time, y'all, in the program. They said, quote, we encourage our inmates to be involved in sports activities as it battles idleness in prison. We have created many different teams to allow them, y'all, to get out of their dorms, y'all, and participate in being active. And you know, there's the people out there talking, though, honey. People say, now, why he gave them a doggone boxing ring, honey? He could have gave them some books to read during their idle time. They could have been reading books and stuff or listening to him and Beyonce's music or whatever instead of giving them a boxing ring.
I'm sure they're reading that. I'm sure they're doing that too, Gary.
I think boxing is a great thing in prison because it gives you a chance to get that aggression out and all that pent-up energy and frustration and stuff like that. And it's a good way to keep in shape.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, nevertheless, and the people are upset that say Jay-Z could have gave them some books. And so all the books out there.
When you was locked up, did they do that?
Yeah, did they have boxing rings?
No, they didn't. I wish they had, because I could have came out and been, I could have, man, I wish they had.
Did you exercise at all when you were locked up?
I was in the best shape of my life when I came out of there.
Were you?
Yeah, I got pictures.
They need to lock you back up.
Nah, because I was going to, I was working out every day.
With who?
Running and walking.
Huh? They need to lock you back up.
No, I don't need to be back in that good of shape no more.
I was just going to say, because you get back in the best shape of your life then, honey. But anyway, moving on in other celebrity news, along with the Carters, y'all, Beyonce, oh my God, she is doing great things, y'all. They're saying that Beyonce sends a 2-year-old Philippine boy, y'all, some flowers, honey, and stuffed toys, y'all, after the viral Where Beyonce TikTok. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Beyonce, you know, honey, most of us, you know, wouldn't dare ask the question, but they're saying Tyler Fabregas, honey, is a confident 2-year-old boy where Beyonce. He asked his mother in a viral TikTok video she posted last week from the Manila, Philippines. Now, she said, Beyonce's in her house, baby. Her mother, Bia Bagaza, said. Now, they said, she's our friend. And they said the toddler was rewarded, y'all, from Beyonce a beautiful bouquet of blue and white flowers alongside a stuffed dinosaur toy sent by Beyonce herself, y'all, who watched the video and reached out to the family, y'all, through representatives. Isn't that nice?
That's cute.
Why Beyonce sending everybody flowers? That child 2 years old. What do you know about flowers?
That's all right. You know, it's a thought that counts.
It's Ricky. It's a thought that counts. But why you just send the child some of damn Blue Ivy old toys or something? Or some of them damn twins toys.
Ain't nobody finna do that.
Yeah, sending some doggone flowers to a 2-year-old child. I'm like, girl. And they don't send no expensive gifts, don't look like. Because flowers and boxing rings and things like that, they're not too practical.
It's the thought, just to say you got some flowers from the queen.
Right, that part.
It's a thought. I mean, if she ever send me something, I swear I'm gonna shrink wrap it and put it somewhere where and preserve it forever. Came from Beyonce.
You're going to take those flowers and turn them into potpourri, honey. Just wait till they die and just put them in a nice dish. Put some perfume
right
on them.
Right behind the little toilet, the little thing on top of the toilet. That'd be right there. Beyonce sent me those flowers.
All right, then. Well, Beyonce send Ricky some flowers. Her team is listening, y'all. And then my quick for free story, y'all. They're speaking out, and they're saying Cardi B and found Tasha K's, honey, hidden money in Africa. They said she done sent her lawyer out there and everything because she said she wants to get paid. So they said they found out, you know, that Tasha K may have some hidden money in a bank in Africa. Because, you know, that's where Tasha K's husband is from, the African region. And Miss Tasha K, Cardi B wants her money. I think that's a little bit much. I think it's much. I mean, she gonna pay you what she can. I mean, I know, and she don't really need the money.
Girl probably is hiding her money. Wouldn't you try and hide your money if somebody was coming at you for that much? If you had a judgment against you?
Well, I probably would.
How much is the judgment?
She sold them $4 million. Just $4 million. Just $4 million.
Yeah.
I mean, Cardi B got $4 million. That's just her shoes. So, I mean, Tasha K was only doing her job by, just reporting what she heard.
No,
allegedly.
she wasn't doing her job. She said that Cardi B had a STI and was passing it around. That you can't say that about people. That's a real horrible thing to say. To put out there.
Yeah, well.
You don't want nobody saying that about you. You would be mad too.
Not really. I wouldn't care.
Yes, you would.
Yeah,
no.
You would care. You just saying
you would
that.
care.
Yeah.
You know how you're particular about using the word allegedly?
Yeah, and I'm sure Tasha K probably did say that.
No, I don't think she used that. I don't think she would
Well,
have
we're going to keep our parties lifted up in prayer. Hopefully, Tasha K and her husband will keep their extra money. And once, eventually, Cardi B going to have a soft heart, because right now I think she's allegedly going through a divorce or what have you, so she could have a soft heart and let Tasha K, keep her money and, do what she got to do. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is herringbone. On the high end, you say herringbone, and on the low end, just say beautiful cream. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, Tennessee House Republicans on Tuesday passed the legislation to allow some trained teachers and school staff to carry handguns despite plans from Democrats, students, and gun reform advocates to defeat the bill. So hit us up right now. Let us know what you think about school teachers should be allowed to carry handguns in school. I want to know your thoughts. Get at me, 866-9-RICKY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Everybody wake up.
I wake up to this.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce.
This is SZA.
Yo, what up? This is Ursha, baby.
Hey, this is Bruno Mars, and you're checking out the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Turn it up.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Time right now, 24 minutes after the hour. Y'all, lawmakers in Tennessee passed a measure that would allow school staff to carry concealed handguns on school grounds a year after a shooter opened fire and killed 6 people at a Nashville school.
Yeah, Ricky, we all remember that. It was so sad. And the Tennessee House cleared the legislation in a 68-28 vote. 4 Republicans joined Democrats in opposing the measure. The state Senate, which is also controlled by the GOP, passed a measure earlier this month. Now, under this legislation, faculty and staff members who wish to carry a concealed handgun on school grounds would need to complete a minimum 40 hours of approved training, background check, and mental health evaluation each year.
Yeah, Maria, and protesters could be heard in the gallery chanting blood on your hands during the floor proceedings. Tennessee isn't the only state to approve legislation allowing teachers to carry guns. At least 26 states have laws permitting teachers or other school employees to possess guns on school grounds, with some exceptions. State Representative John Jones called the bill morally insane. Here's what he had to say.
This bill is morally insane because a year after a mass shooting took the lives of 3 9-year-olds and 3 adults, this is the response of my Republican colleagues not to pass red flag laws, not to pass universal background checks or a ban on assault weapons, but to expand firearms and put more guns in our schools. And it just goes to show that we are working with a Republican supermajority here in Tennessee that puts the lives of our children beneath the campaign contributions of the gun industry. One firearm is not going to stop a school shooter. What it's going to do is going to end up in a situation with a student finding a unsecured firearm in a desk or in a bag and harming themselves or people in that classroom.
Yeah, that could be a very scary scenario. Now, there have been at least 18 school shootings in the United States so far this year as of April 18th. 4 were on college campuses and 14 were on K-12 school grounds. The incidents left 9 people dead and at least 25 others injured. There were also at least 82 incidents in 2023, but 2022 was one of the deadliest years with 46 fatalities. Tennessee State Senator Ken Yeager said that the law was passed to save lives, especially areas that lack proper police response time. Here's what he said in pleading his case.
There are some counties where they may only have 2 deputies on shift. It might take 20 or 30 minutes to get to that school. This bill tries to fix that problem and protect children.
So, today we want to know, what do you think about, whether teachers should carry guns or not, or is this only going to create a bigger problem? Especially, that's real touchy.
The school shooting in Florida. I can't remember the name of this. The one on Valentine's Day in Florida.
Yeah.
They had a campus security guard, a sheriff deputy on duty. He couldn't stop the shooting. You've had other shootings. The one in Uvalde, Texas. You had 300 cops there. They couldn't stop the shooting. So you're going to put the responsibility to stop a shooter on a teacher. I don't care if you got 40 hours of training. You're still not you're not trained to react in those situations. Everybody like to say what they would do in that situation, but until you put in that situation, you don't know that you're going to have the wherewithal to, first of all, locate the shooter, stop it. Come on, man. It doesn't make sense.
And I definitely would like to know what teachers think. Y'all get at me, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Hello, I'm Jules from Louisiana, and no, I do not think that school teachers should be able to carry handguns in schools. I know a lot of my teachers agree with me, and I feel like they would be too busy trying to protect the students or get them to a safe place in the event that an active shooter or threat did come into the school. There would be too much commotion for the teachers to effectively use the handguns themselves.
My name is Jasmine. I'm calling from Greenville, South Carolina, and I don't think that teachers should be able to carry guns at school because as a former teacher, I've seen how these kids act. We've seen these videos of these kids jumping these teachers. That's what y'all really want. Y'all, like, the kids are probably going to get a hold of the guns. Like, it's not smart to do it that way. There has to be a better way.
Yes, my name is Michael, calling from Birmingham, Alabama. No, I don't think teachers should be allowed to carry handguns in school. I think they should be worried about putting prayer back in school.
I am from Houston, Texas, and I am an educator. And I do not feel like all teachers, but I think certain people should be able to carry one. Just certain people should be picked out of the school to carry one.
Good morning. My name is Makiza, and no, I don't. And as far as reasoning why I don't believe they should, because why would you have someone who more than likely is untrained and also in a hostile environment? Some of them there and already coming in afraid of these kids. So they're more than likely, even if it's not a situation of danger or even intimidation, are willing to react in a negative response. So it's just more accidents waiting to happen.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, Maria.
Ricky, my thing is you allow a teacher to have a handgun, but they don't stand a chance against a semi-automatic weapon. How many times have we seen these mass shooters go into these schools with a regular handgun? You don't stand a chance against a semi-automatic weapon firing all of those rounds.
A rifle, yeah.
And then we're I'm live on Instagram right now, and one person commented, some of these teachers act like kids. What if you have a teacher that's mentally unstable on that particular day, and then something happens? So
Right.
It really is a catch-22 because you want to make sure that these students and teachers are protected, but
and I think they should talk to soldiers, military people, and cops that have actually been in live fire situations to understand how, you have to really be mentally prepared to pull that gun, aim it, shoot it, take out the threat. Like, that's a lot to put on a teacher.
Especially when they're supposed to be protecting, like, the students. They should be gathering them up or telling them to, get under the, whatever it is they do to protect them, get under the desk, put them in a different room, or just get them away from the active shooter.
Yeah, how about we
whatever's
find ways
going
to
on.
keep people from having all these damn guns? How about we find a way to do that?
Yeah, but
Right.
what does a teacher do? Evidently, something needs to happen if this subject is coming up with the teachers.
Well, teacher ain't gonna have no
guns.
time to get no gun and shoot nobody. Then what?
It depends on where the teacher is, Brad. Like yes, it's dangerous. You don't want to put guns in these teachers' hands because from the student's perspective, if a hostile student erupts, but if a shooter comes in, it depends on where that teacher is and where that classroom is at that moment. They can disarm.
But do you know how fast you can shoot 30 rounds out of an AR-15?
That's all I'm saying.
You can kill 10 kids in 15, 20 seconds.
But if a teacher has a gun and he's behind the shooter, he can disarm the shooter by shooting that shooter.
But see, that's a lot of if. But
That's a lot of
you
ifs.
got a teacher on each side, and then you got a lot of students, and then you got friendly fire.
Now you got more bullets flying.
Yeah. Bullets just flying
and then the police get there, they don't know who the shooter is or who the teacher is.
Exactly.
But
it causes too much. Yeah,
if the shooter knows, Ricky, that there are guns in the school, maybe they'll think twice about coming in.
The teacher should be strapped up just like everybody else.
But if you crazy enough to go shoot up a school, you're not even thinking about you because most of them want to die anyway. They're not thinking about that. They're not deterred by that.
Yeah, if y'all could not get through, y'all hit us up on our website. Go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. That's RickySmileyMorningShow.com. More show coming up. On our Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to be with you all. Listen, man, I am really, really curious what you all are thinking when you've got a former presidential candidate, not only having to be in court in New York while he is having his case reviewed, discussed by justices in the Supreme Court. I found it almost amusing that the judge in New York had to remind Trump's attorneys that despite the fact that the Supreme Court was going to be hearing his case, that he, as a criminal defendant, had to be in New York for his case today. And so this yet again is an unprecedented scheme that seems to be over and over again. But I am much more concerned about what's happening in Washington, D.C., because for those of you that do not know, the review of presidential immunity as it relates to former President Trump is a hugely important decision that the Supreme Court will make and will ultimately define the presidency of the United States moving forward. I'm curious. Huh?
It's going to determine whether we have a president or whether we have a king.
I mean, almost yes. I mean, it's almost in that simple terms. And I think there are a lot of people too that are like, how can 3 justices that were appointed by Trump fairly rule on this opinion? And there, I mean, to be fair, those 3 justices have not always sided with Trump. So it's not to say that they will side with him because they appointed him, but I know there's a lot of concern about how can he lose.
But Jeff, just by looking at this case, the way they're dragging it out, it's almost like they're playing the game of, we know this is a claim that it doesn't really have any merit to it, but we're going to drag it out just so that this case can't come up before the election and say that, well, we just wanted to look at everything before we, moved on. To give him that chance.
Yeah, I don't know if I totally disagree with you. And let me ask you this: if you think they drug their feet until the other side of the election, but ruled that he did not have immunity, how would you feel about that?
Well, if they rule that he doesn't have immunity, then it's on the Justice Department to go ahead and let the thing play out at that point, and he just gonna have to deal with the consequences. Because they can't say he has immunity. If they say he has immunity, then that means Biden has immunity.
That's right. And the reality is I think that there's also a question too of, do they rule, because the justices can ultimately say, hey, we begin to better define immunity and what immunity a president actually has versus saying they have full immunity. And so there is a possibility that the court can come back and better define what immunity means, what immunity a president has and what they do not. And I don't think that's off the table. As I think about this, I mean, I'm not the legal scholar, so legal scholars tell me if I'm wrong here, but I do believe that the court has the ability to define more clearly what presidential immunity is. And I don't know if we're far from that happening, man.
I think his whole gamble is, let me stretch this thing out as far as I can so that none of these criminal cases make it, with a decision before the election. Let me see if I can somehow win this election, and then I can wipe everything off the table. But if you lose, you lose it all. You lose it all.
But I think if they make a decision and something happens to Trump, I think that helps him in the election. Because that get people ramped up and amped up, and that just
it gets his people are already ramped up.
Yeah.
His base is just making a whole lot of noise, but his base is not expanding.
No, it's not. It's in some cases it's getting smaller because even what we've seen this last week in Congress, you're seeing folks turn on his people in the name of not going so much further, not even to the right, but into his insanity. So I agree with you there. But if
Obama would have went to sleep and farted in court, ain't no way they would have let him be president.
Obama would have never been president with Trump's resume, first of all.
Right.
If Obama had 3 baby mamas 3 marriages and 5 babies, Obama would have never been president. We would have never heard.
He went to sleep and farted in court, in open court.
First of all, Obama's trial would have been over already. He'd already be doing time. He'd already be wearing khakis.
Absolutely. But I don't think this New York piece is going to be drawn out. So the real question is, where does the jury come in? Because this New York case is not going to go slow, and so we'll have to see what happens there. But I appreciate this conversation, brother. There's a lot with this Supreme Court case, and if there's anything that it's important, it's this. Let me know what you all think. Hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Always good to be with y'all. Have a great Thursday. I'll talk to y'all next week.
And Clarence Thomas looked like Miss Nutter. Hey, thank you, Jeff. Hey, y'all give it up one time for Jeff Johnson, y'all. Got a mix up staying in your head all day. Coming up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show is about that time. Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. All right, what up, K?
Yeah, man, this is not going to make people happy right here, man. All across the Southeast, bad news for patrons of the Pigfoot Palace Emporium that has been just a staple in the Southeast for the last 12 years or so. Bad news, man. Bad news. They sent out a statement this morning. I just got it hot off the presses. It says, I just pulled this off and just printed it out, man, because they wanted me to deliver the news. It says, to all our beloved and grossly overweight patrons of the Pigfoot Palace, we here at Pigfoot Palace corporate offices, along with our founders, Loretta Devine, Countess Vaughn, Gabby Sidibe, and comedian, talk show host Lonnie Love, regretfully have to announce that as of May 5th, 2024, we will be shutting down all our locations. Oh, man. Due to several legal actions against us, the Mississippi location has been closed since March 2023 after an incident where several obese members of a church choir started a huge fight after a promotion where they had $1.99 all-you-can-eat fried Pigfoot nuggets. And an innocent bystander was paralyzed after being hit in the neck with a full pot of honey-glazed Pigfoot tenders. Now, the South Florida location, which is outside of Kissimmee, Florida, was also sued after a Sweet 16 party got out of hand and teenagers started throwing cheese-dipped Pigfoot sliders at each other, and a customer was hit in the eye and permanently blinded by the piping hot cheese, which they say sealed his eyes shut like Gorilla Glue. Not to be confused with Glorilla, who was a rapper out of Memphis.
Go get your boy, man.
There's also panic and dismay at the Jackson, Mississippi home office of the Pigfoot Palace, where they had expansion plans for an additional 11 locations across the Southeast. They were underway. Then they ran into distribution problems that arose with online deliveries. Now, if you're still using DoorDash or other delivery options, they say you can still get the following pig feet delivered for the rest of this month. You can get barbecue nuggets. You can get the Parmesan garlic pig feet. The ranch dipped. They have a surplus of those. The Italian seasoned pig feet. You can also get pineapple frosted flake pig feet. That's from the gourmet collection. You can also get lemon meringue pig feet desserts. You can also get the key lime whipped cream pig feet. Now, the newest investors, David and Tamala Mann, have pulled their entire investment out. TV One News host Roland Martin has agreed to purchase a remaining 45 dozen dry braised teriyaki pig feet, which was always his favorite. Comedian Faison Love did reach out and purchase 100 pounds of onion batter crusted pig knuckles. And they're going to be donating the remaining inventory to feed needy families in Africa, Central America, and Haiti. So if there is a bright spot, those people in Africa, Central America, and Haiti will be receiving 100 pounds of onion batter crusted pig knuckles. And we want to thank comedian Faison Love for that benevolent gesture. And so y'all make a note of that and just govern yourself accordingly. And hopefully, at some point they'll be able to pull it.
Came up with all these different kind of pig feet on the Pig Feet Palace.
Yeah, so not good news on a Thursday morning, but it's definitely it needed to be out there. So so just govern yourself accordingly. Man. And follow me at Special K913 on Instagram if you want more information on further news within the Pigfoot Nation.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Rickey Smiley, my man.
Always keep it real.
The topic.
Keep me laughing every day in the morning.
Entertaining.
I can't miss the tea.
Informative.
Gets me through the rush hour.
Boy, I love it. That's my favorite morning show.
You already know, baby.
Rickey Smiley in the morning.
Okay, in these tough times, many people find themselves owing money to the IRS. It can really weigh you down and have you confused about the right way to handle it. And all those scary ads on the radio about the IRS, well, they don't help. Tax Relief Advocates want you to relax and breathe easy knowing that whether you owe $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000 in tax debt, you don't have to fear the IRS another day. TRA has a proven 3-step tax resolution process. Plus, they're experts at working with special programs available from the IRS to help taxpayers get back on track. It's easy to see why they have over 1,000 5-star ratings on Google and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. If you owe money to the IRS and feel trapped, don't lose hope. Tax Relief Advocates can help you significantly reduce or eliminate your IRS debt. They're so confident they can help. They guarantee that if they can't reduce your tax debt, you'll pay nothing. Visit TRA.com today or call 800-544-7885. 800-544-7885. That's 800-544-7885.
News headlines. Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. In breaking news this morning, the rape conviction of movie producer Harvey Weinstein has been overturned by New York's highest court. Now, although the development is significant, it doesn't have much of an impact on his freedom. He was convicted on sex offenses in Los Angeles and sentenced to 16 years in prison there. This is a developing story, and we will continue to provide updates at RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. In other news, there is good news for airline travelers. The Department of Transportation on Wednesday announced it is rolling out new rules that will require airlines to automatically give cash refunds to passengers for canceled and significantly delayed flights. This is huge. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said the new rules, which require prompt refunds, are the biggest expansion of passenger rights in the department's history. Airlines can no longer decide how long a delay must be before a refund is issued.
I'm telling you, man, that's good for regular people.
Right.
Yeah.
We keep asking, what are you doing for regular people? That's helping regular folks, which includes us.
Yeah, for sure. And that is really big for travelers and making sure that we are holding these airlines accountable.
I just want them to paint the Spirit airline, the Spirit airplane. That yellow ain't hidden on nothing. Come up with kind of weird. Some decent colors. Because, man, when chicks be at the airport and for a lot of their sin, you get off a yellow airplane, man. Maria.
Yeah.
When I get off a Spirit airline, walking through for a lot of the airport, I have a bag over my head.
Yeah, it's like a taxi with wings. That's kind of gives taxi vibes.
It does.
Yeah.
It's not giving what they thought it was going to be given.
Yeah. I mean, when you supposed to be $3 for your flight.
Happy spirits.
Lastly, I have a new study conducted by YouGov shared that Americans are in their feelings about tipping. 51% of those people surveyed said they would leave 0 tip if they received bad service. Y'all leave 0 tip for bad service?
If their attitude is bad. I always tip, but if they have a bad attitude, and usually we all know who that is. I ain't going to say that. I take that back. I take that back. Most waitresses that I've experienced here lately these past few years have been really nice. But every blue moon, you get one with a bad attitude. You still tip them, but you don't give them what you would have gave them. Brett, what's your thought?
You just tip them.
Yeah.
He might be having a bad day, just a moment.
Yeah, and we all have bad days. You don't have to tip them a lot if they don't give good service, but just tip them something.
Now, I have had waitresses that I took over to the side and talked to her and asked her, was everything okay? And I'd be praying for her and try to give her some motivation. And, when they be in their 20s.
She must have been cute.
Okay.
No. Sometimes I have like, listen, I'm praying for you. Hang in there. It's tough. All of this is just a test. And get them motivated and get them back on track, and they be appreciative. So,
hey, Rick, you ever had a special needs waiter that didn't talk to you? They just looked at you and stared at you.
I had one yesterday when I was ringing up. I had bought some potatoes and some chives to plant in my vegetable garden.
Right.
He didn't listen. Turn the music off. He didn't say a damn thing to me. He walked up and grabbed my items out of the basket and started scanning them. He didn't say good morning. He didn't say, did you need some help? He walked over to everything. And he looked at me through no glasses. He didn't say nothing. He walked off.
Rock T, you're going to have yourself together to do your sports report because we can definitely go to the hot spot if we need to. Okay, get it together, brother. Come on, let's
Rock. He came over there and took the items out of my hand. He was excited. And I ain't going to describe it because they'll kick us off the radio.
Yeah.
And he thought, beep. And then he had that little gun in the hand. And he took the seeds and he spread them out like they was like a hand, like a hand of spade. He said, beep, 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 beep. And he threw them.
All right, dog.
I was so took I couldn't take my phone out and record it, but I didn't want to get kicked off Facebook. Go ahead, man.
Real quick, man.
True story. That really happened yesterday. True story.
I can believe it, dog. NFL draft kicks off tonight, man. We all expect USC Caleb Williams to be the number 1 overall pick. Also, shout out to LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels and Washington quarterback Michael Penix Jr. They're going to be 3 black quarterbacks to be in that first round. The 2005 Heisman Trophy winner Reggie Bush gets his trophy back, Rick Dog, after 14 years of having to forfeit it because of the NCAA sanctions, which allegedly included Reggie receiving improper benefits during his college career at USC.
Never should have took it away from him. I wouldn't even go to the Heisman house. I wouldn't even go.
Yeah, because
I just take my trophy and stay at home. But they shouldn't have did him like that. I wouldn't participate in anything. Forget them. He got a good career. You know what I'm saying? They damaged him by doing that.
Yeah, that did hurt his image, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And now all the stuff that's going on with the NIL and stuff now.
They should pay him. Hell.
I agree, 100%. They should cut him a doggone check, and they should come out and say, we are sorry, we apologize.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it is.
Hell, all them damn players got paid. All of them.
Man, Reggie
Everybody
Bush
got something under. They've been getting money under the table since the 70s.
Come on, dog.
And I know that for a fact because I've seen it with my own eyes. Them boosters be mixed in with them football players, giving them handshakes for years. All of them.
Man, we could talk all morning about it, man. Bring it, Tad. I know you got the hot spot. Let's get it poppin'.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, the baby reveals that he turned down a well-known rapper's request for the two of them to participate in a fake beef to gain publicity online. And here's what went down.
I got a call. I won't say from who. I got a call from a certain rapper. It's like a lyricist, too, like a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all know him. If I say his name, 1,000% y'all know him, right? I got a text from him. He shot me a text. He's like, yo, he like, hit me. You gonna like this. He like, you want to go up? How you feeling? You want to go up? I'm like, what's up? Talk to me. He say, man, all the back and forth between J. Cole and Kendrick got me fired up. Bruh, I feel like we should diss each other. You know, we cool behind closed doors. We should diss each other. I know for a fact what that'll do, right? But I'm like, at the same time, it's a little more personal with me. Like, I wouldn't even I'm not
wouldn't
about
get
to
you
say
going?
certain things about you if I don't really feel a certain way about you. You get what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, that's out of respect for you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree
Me
with
too.
that. All money ain't good money, and all that playing. And like even in comedy, when we start roasting each other, man, I'm real sensitive and careful about how I roast with other comedians and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Now,
you're
I'll do
not.
it.
No, you're not. You say some horribly hurtful things to me yesterday that I couldn't even sleep last night.
That needed to be said because you're the reason why our tickets ain't selling at Zanies.
The shows are sold out. Thank you very much.
The shows ain't sold out.
Well, they will be now that they know I'm coming.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.